Alright, so, hey everyone. It has, been a while, I'm pretty sure. Give me a second. I don't know where my mouse is. Found it. Alright, so this is a superhero style mod pack superhero style mod pack I made for a server I'm gonna do with my cousin and a few friends. Hopefully, possibly, probably not. I don't know, we'll see. But, yeah, so essentially, there is lore. I'll explain it, like, at the end of the video, after the showcase. So there's cities, don't question the lack of grounds at some locations. Yeah, I don't know. I might make the cities rarer so this doesn't happen as often. But anyway, so, actually, first, I'll show you my outfit. No, this is not, no, it's meant to be a slim skin, not a big one, so I have to change that. But anyway, this is my Spider-Man. I made a Fallout themed Spider-Man. His visors are orange because he has infrared visors. So you can see radiation levels and heat levels, which in Fallout that's very useful. Yeah, this is not his like suit he made himself. Some Vault Tech, and a old Vault Tech suit to make his outfit. Anyway, so first thing we have space dimensions, which well, I think it's kind of self-explanatory. You got space. I think honestly, I've not messed with this. I'm gonna be for real. I've not touched this whatsoever. Um, Alien Evolution was just the army trucks. Cosmetics, which I do not know how to equip. So we have so we have Heat Blast. That one fast dude, I forgot his name. Forearms. Or the is that his name? I don't know. That's just what I call him. I have absolutely no idea. Oh, that's the four-legged weird monster. I think this is the thing that goes on the car. I think. In that one episode when they were like building cars to race, they put. Well, no, was it purple? I think it was purple and green. I don't know. I have no idea what that one is. And then C plus is whatever that is. Gray matter, diamond head, whatever that is. And yeah, I'm not a Ben 10 person. And then we have guns. Yeah, that's kind of self-explanatory. But this is probably one of my favorite ones because they kind of just look like water guns, and they shoot like water guns. It's a water gun. It's just a normal water gun. But let me demonstrate for you. Actually, this guy's invincible. Don't believe me? See? Digital shields have randomly ignored the damage. Yeah, exactly. He's just invincible. For no reason. He just is. But yeah. OP water gun. Why is it so strong? I have no idea. Anyway, we have dampen, which dampens your powers. Genetic mutations. Technology. Magic. Kryptonian DNA. Dark matter. And yeah. Don't ask how you dampen your genetics. It's like genetic mutations, that's like inside of you. That is your blood, your genes. I don't know how you dampen someone's genetics without just killing them, but okay. Radioactive spider venom, so you can just turn yourself into Spider-Man. How do you craft some of these things? I don't know. And then we have tons of superhero suits you can be. It could be anyone, but from Adam Eve to I thought a random person. Wait, hold on, where is it? It can be anyone from Adam Eve to Static Shock. Hey, that's a good range. I don't think anyone would want to be. But anyway, you can be even the absolute characters. I don't. The only absolute character I really know that you want to be is probably absolute Superman and Batman. I mean, absolute Wonder Woman's outfit's not bad. Anyway, different DNAs, Spider-Man, different mutants. They're all from F S F saying 18. Yeah, I don't know. However you say it, I don't really care. Y'all can just look it up in CurseForge. Though, if you have a symbiote, you cannot use the scarabs. It removes your scarab. And each scarab does have its own unique thing. I'm not going to go over black or blue because those are like canon, so you already know what those are. I'm going to go with the cyan one, since one of my favorite colors. So when it shows up for y'all, it will automatically be V for all the abilities. Well, for changing the ability, it will always be X at the start, and V will be activated. But for me, since I changed it to have some, because there are some key vines in this ModPack that counter with it. But when you do that, it has a little bit of animation, and boom, pause, and then you hit 2, which I think for y'all would be, actually I forgot. But what I think happens is, yep, they're all this. I think they are all the same, besides probably black. This has a static screen, and to turn it off, you just, well, turn it off. And I think I'm not 100% sure, because I haven't actually tested all of them, because, like, I thought they'd just all be the same color. But anyway, we'll see. That's have all the basic symbiotes. I'll only go over the cool ones. The ones that people don't really know. So, Xenoclave, let's see. Tempest, we can do Thorn. Strain, people probably don't know Strain. That's Sprain. The Strain and Sprain. Sleeper. Sleeper's popular, but I don't think really people know Sleeper like that. We can do Reaper. I have no idea how to even begin to say that. Misery's a relatively new one. Inhumus, we got Hybrid, Host Rider, Grindel, Death Angel, Fang, Curse, there's a lot. Carnage, Bloom, and Blackouts. And then all these there's artificial, and then there's, yeah. There's natural ones, and there's ones that are, like, made with, like, lab stuff. How do you do that thing? I don't know. Which one am I going to start with? Misery. I should do a random one. Misery. Found you first. That's the thing you'll get. Find a natural symbiote and kill it to become its host. It's like you'll find them in the world. Alright. I don't know why I got out of third person, since I'm going to literally need it. And then this is Misery. And then you go to accessories, which gives you long hair, which is canon for Misery, since Misery's hosts are women. Misery has not had many hosts, but the hosts that she has had are women. So, and all the, not all, but most of the female symbiotes have long hair-ish thing. I don't know if you can really call that hair. I don't know why her face is different shade of red than the rest of her body, but it is. You can also do this slash ability unlock your username, and then you can do that to show. Okay, you also have to do. You have to do all. I forgot about that. Or you can also choose what ability you want, but most of the time you'll do all. Actually, maybe you won't. I don't know. I don't know what things you're going to use this for. I keep forgetting that. Alright, so number 2 we have, you have a sword. That's not a sword. It's like an axe. Every symbiote will have a different one of these. And some don't even have this. They have a different thing. They can have like different, they can have beams. One of them has beam. I don't even remember which one. I think it's Reaper. I think Reaper has the beam. I don't know. But also when you crouch for some of them, like Curse, when Kurtz crouches, his third ability, the outline turns blue because he changed his size. I will show that because I think he's one of the ones I picked. He's in my inventory. But also, that happens. I'm pretty sure that's like I'm pretty sure it's like if people are close to you, you can just do that and knock them away. If you stand up, they go away faster than if you just stay crouched. I noticed. Anyway, so 3. I think that's like an extra burst of life. And this, I have no idea. I have no idea what that does. That could like latch onto you, kill you. You can see a little bit of the arm tricks. You have no idea. And then 6. 6 is really cool to me because what 6 does is it shoots out a little symbiote, which if you kill it, like I said before, with the advancement thing, is it's really hard to hit things in this third person. Because I have a mech mod, which I'll show you in a minute. Which added this third person mod, which is great because you can see all around you, and there's not need for like multiple persons instead of just third person. Thing died. Did it just? Yeah, it died. Bruh. Anyway, like I'm slightly lagging. It is kind of a heavy thing since it's like 100 or so mods. I'm gonna go to this one. But anyway, there is something cool that I don't know if you saw during when I was showing the different versions. So you can do this, crouch, when you transform, it gives you an anti-venom mode. Which there is an anti-venom form for every single one of them. So you change it for her base outfit. Though, if you do choose the special suit, I do not recommend you do a change on the. I honestly forgot because my memory is absolutely horrible. Honestly, the name Anti-Misery sounds cool. Alright, so Monte, yeah, that. Anyway, let me remove my abilities. And now, yo, I've actually not tried this one, but they look cool. I like the colors. Don't know if it's meant to be a male or female symbiote. They don't have their own custom one. Actually, they don't even have Agent Spider or Spider suits. It's just them. They don't need no extra stuff. It's just them. Honestly, I don't know if I actually accidentally. I think I accidentally hit the. Yeah, never mind. I do. I accidentally hit the anti-venom one. Ooh, I like the Spider suit. But we will go with the special suits for each of them. Alright, so number 2. Their ability is a sword. Okay? Now, 3 will always be a specific ability for that symbiote. 2 will just be a random weapon that all symbiotes have, and 1 will just be transformation, but 3 will be unique. And his is lightning, black and purple lightning. And I'll show you better. It's 3 colors actually. It's black, dark purple, and then a light purple. And then 4 is this same thing. I have no idea what it does. Yeah. So now let's see what's actually. Let's see. Do they all have that ability? Yes. So if you crouch with the symbiotes and you hit 2 or your second ability, it will shoot out your symbiote tendrils. Then if you crouch and hit 1, ooh, this one looks pretty cool. And also for this, you have to crouch and hit, well, for y'all, it would be X, unless you change it, obviously. And then you hit 1 again to switch. Reaper. Alright. Reaper does look a lot like Venom. He is a slightly different color than Venom, though. He is lighter. So, his weapon is an axe, of course. And, okay, so it's like a life burst thing. I think it's like a burst of healing, probably. Like, Misery. Then, of course, 4 with that. And his anti-venom transformation. Okay, I did it too quickly. His anti-venom transformation, which really just looks the same. I didn't really expect his to look too different, considering, well, he is just looks very similar. And Sleeper, which he's not really too unknown, but he is really cool to me. So, we're gonna do him. He's actually, like, unlike Carnage and everyone else being a son of Venom, he's a son of Eddie Brock and Venom. Don't question it. It's quite weird. But it's a symbiote. All symbiotes are weird. He has an axe, which has 2 colors unlike the other ones. And then his ability is he summons War Cat. Sleeper's whole thing is cats because cats sleep a lot. So yeah, catnap. Yeah, his thing is he summons a War Cat and it helps him fight. It's really cool. And 4 is same thing. I do wonder what his anti form looks like. Oh wait, actually, he has a secondary ability when you crouch. No! Summon back War Cat. War Cat, please. I felt bad for that one. It's not letting me summon back War Cat. Dang. I felt bad for that one. Also, that's what his tendrils look like, if you wanted to know. I don't really like his anti-form. I don't think they textured the anti-forms. I think they just gave you the colors. The anti-forms don't seem to be different for each one. I am still going to show them. Just for the colors thing. So this one is, I did not pay attention. I did not pay attention to the name of this one. Sprain. Sprain and Nexus Strain. I wonder if there will be like reverse colors. I don't know, we'll see. But Sprain. I forgot to look at the other styles for uh, Sleeper. And whatever. They're probably the same anyway. Colors would look cool. But whatever. So we have 2, which is still an axe. Yep. Actually, no, this one's different. It's like a battle axe type top instead of like the sickle-ish axe, I guess. Anyway, do you have a crouch? Nope. Alright. Oh, okay. If you have anything on your wrist, it will appear where your normal arm would be. But he turns big. This reminds me of in the Lego Marvel games with Venom, where you can like turn to a big kid. This is what that reminds me of. And then four, of course. Okay, give me a second. Music started playing. Anyway, we're in my showcase. Of course, that is well, that. This is what that looks like, and this is the anti one, which looks the same as every other one. Just colors. All right, and now strain. Will this be a color switch, or will it be something completely different? It is completely different. It is not color switched at all. They have none of the same colors. And of course, ooh, I like the Agent Venom one. All right. Okay, why does that have a tongue out? Do you have a custom weapon? Or is it just, oh, this is a sword extension, which is actually different than the other sword extension we saw. Nope, no severed ability with that. Actually, we'll just test this now. Which, I was hoping there'd be red on that one. Oh, okay, so three abilities similar to the Crouch 2 ability, but you cannot use them both together, which does make sense. So this is like a permanent thing, so you just walk around, and I'm guessing if anyone gets close enough to you, they will take damage. Which is cool. And then 4 as well, same thing. I do kind of wonder what the anti-form will look like. Okay, that's very, very boring. I do hope this is a relatively new mod, and it is still being updated. Actually, I don't know about the new part, but it's still being updated. So we will probably get more updated versions. And when they do get updated, I will update my ModPack. And obviously, server I'm working on, which server is not out yet, and random people might let viewers join. I don't know. I'll probably wait like a week before I let viewers join, or a couple days. I have no idea this unless Thorn. Big man Thorn. I like Thorn. Thorn's weapon, side blade on his arm. Crouch ability, no. But you have that, of course. 3. Oh, that's cool. 1, he has the black. Wait, actually, does this affect it? No. But this is kind of cool. Has the side blades on his arm. And then, of course, we have. I'm just gonna stop doing the anti-forms. Maybe there'll be more uniqueness for the styles later. And 4. Still don't know what it is. The next, Tempest. Oh, so if you transform, it automatically transforms you. Okay. Also, Tempest looks cool. I'm a sucker for black and red. I love black and red. Oh my god. If the eyes are red, that would be even cooler. With Age of Venom, I like that. This actually reminds me, in the comics, in one of the Thunderbolts one, not the newest movie, because Thunderbolts are not the new Avengers. Thunderbolts are a team of, like, well, kind of a team of misfits, and they're different groups, Thunderbolts. One of them is Red Hulk's Thunderbolts, which are Deadpool, Punisher, Elektra, and Agent Venom. And Agent Venom has an outfit that is black and red. Looks exactly like this. And Punisher also has a black and red suit. A little bit of information that was completely unnecessary and no one asked for. But I thought it was cool, so you will know. Oh, oh no. Oh, he has like he shoots lightning from his eyes. That's cool. 4. It blinded me. I do wish you could use multiple. Oh, it's broken. I do wish you could use multiple symbiotes at the same time, but you cannot. Xenochive, Xenosiv, Xenochive. I don't know. Oh, oh, wait. Why does he? Is he the? He reminds me of Null. You know, the god of symbiotes. Also, this looks sick, but he genuinely reminds me of Null. No, do you remember the Absolute Carnage comics? That little spiral on the foreheads of them. That's what he has. I do not know who Xenochive is, but probably pretty cool based on looks. See what his abilities he has. Actually, I might honestly before anything, I want to check his anti-form because his anti-form probably looks cool. Okay, his anti-form is unique. It is different than everyone else's anti-form. I'm not gonna click that because it's gonna ruin it. But his anti-form does look different than everyone else's. It doesn't look the same as his normal one, but white. So, not that bad. Alright. 3, his custom ability is uh hmm, I don't know. I don't know what his ability is. I didn't do that. Also, I did not check what his weapon is. Just like that. I don't know what his ability is. I don't know. Not doing anything. I'm tempted to look up who he is. Actually, since that's all of the ones in a hotbar, give me 1 second and I will look him up. And wonder how cool he. Hopefully, he's not just like a fan made thing in this. That is not. That's just not what I typed. Oh, that's not what I clicked. Give me a second. Man. Like, is Null himself a symbiote? That's what I'm questioning. That's not what I asked. That's not what I asked. I hate when Google corrects what you're saying. Also, that was an S, no. Okay, I don't know. Thought it could be like a Null symbiote or something. I don't know. Could be just fan made thing. Looks cool though. Oh, look, all the other ones fit perfectly in their mouth. So we're gonna do Host Rider. So it's like a Ghost Rider symbiote. This could actually be real, honestly. I would see bro, Ghost Rider would have been would be sick. His ability, they missed the opportunity for it to be a like flaming, but I'm guessing it's supposed to be a fire chain, but it's like very small. It could have like extended with hits, but still, it is in, or maybe it's like a, most of this would be like a spear you impale people with. I don't know. What is it about? I have no idea what his ability does, but it is very loud. And then that does that. I'm actually curious what his other forms are. What does long hair look like? Okay, that's cool. The hair doesn't have the fire animation, but it is orange, which is kind of cool. Ooh, I like the spider suit. And I'm also curious what his anti-venom form looks like. Why does he kind of look like a pumpkin? I don't know, I'm just getting like pumpkin vibes. Someone set my pumpkin on fire. I kept crouching on accident. Curse. Curse is actually bigger than other symbiotes. Wait, no, he's not. Hold on. Curse is the symbiote I was telling you about that has the size manipulation. Tiny Curse. Um, Tiny Curse is very quick and jumps the height of an entire building. Um, Curse is stuck at Tiny form. Well, this is Showcase. Showcase and Curse Tiny. There's a little ability, a little sword, and that, and okay, he's getting bigger now. And this is Big Boy Curse. He don't jump very high. He don't walk very fast because he's big. Trying to figure out how to get to normal height again. This is not normal height, is it? Nope. This should be normal height. Right? Yes, normal height. Anyway, actually, what does his different styles look like? Okay, that's pretty cool. I don't like this one, but this one looks cool. Next, Blackouts. Blackout. Ooh. Hey, this one's not black. Low blade. Crouchability? Nope. 3. Oh, that's cool. He turns invisible. And, I can't turn it off. I have to wait. Like, if the zombies are getting annoying, so I'm gonna jump away from the zombies real quick. And turn me back visible, please. Okay. Well, I guess we can't. There's really nothing else to show off. Hey, now we can see again. So now we're Bloom. Ooh, see, that's the other one. It looks more like organic, straight out instead of just a blade protruding. It's cool. His Bloom's ability, I don't know, probably something like poison based, honestly, because they're plant based. So it shows mob cereal. That's cool. Maybe that's what the other ones did. I don't know. So next we have that's empty. We have Death Angel. I was gonna say, ooh, I like that face. That's such a weird thing to say. The face kind of reminds me of the main character from Kaiju number 8, their Kaiju form. That's what the face looks like. You know what they should do for Marvel Rivals? They should have symbiote skins that are like Venom skins that are different symbiotes, or design different symbiotes. But I feel like that would be too hard because you have to make the multiple movesets for each symbiote, yet they are kind of similar base abilities. though. Hire me, Marvel. Actually, please do. I would love to make a comic with my Fallout Spider-Man. Death Ancient ability, you go turn big now. You jump unnecessarily high. And normal height. And then, of course, these abilities. Next, we have Grindel. See, Grindel and Xenotype look similar, but his is bigger. This looks similar to Null. Is Okay, I feel like Xenotype, yeah, I'm going to call him Xenotype. Xenotype, Grindel, and Null are all related. They have to be. Or related to all Absolute Carnage comic. They have to be. Will I read it? No. No, I will not. Oh, his entire... Okay. No, it's the organic blade thing, but it looks so much cooler on him. Because it matches the pattern almost perfectly. Because that line follows it. Anyway. Or he shoots fire out of his mouth. That's sick. There's a light block on fire, though. I forgot that symbiotes are... Wait a minute. So symbiote's weakness is fire. Yet this man spits out fire. Sounds a bit, counteractive, isn't it? Oh yes, you spit out something that actively can kill you. Why does he have, like, eyeliner? But this one looks really cool. The Agent Venom one looks sick, too. Honestly, it looks better than the other one that I said looks like the, uh, Thunderbolt's Agent Venom. Because of the more detail. Sick. I love it. Next one we have Fang. Alright, Green Boy. His weapon, little blast, little stab. Oh wait, hold on. He, what? He shoots at a gun? Bro, what? My man's got a gun. Okay, that's cool. I like Fang. Fang has a gun. Fang has a gun arm. Fang is cool. Let's look at the different styles for Fang. We still have so much more to go. Like, this is gonna be a long video. Ooh, this one looks pretty cool. Oh, lighthearted. Watch them be absolutely brutal. Like I said, they have a hammer. Absolutely brutal. Their ability does not have two parts. What is the ability? I have no idea. What's their power? What do you do? I don't see any enemies near me. I didn't get any effects. I got weakness permanently, which does nothing. Wait, mine is 0 attack damage. So I permanently have weakness that does nothing. So I have no weakness. I have no effects. I have an effect that has no effect. Yeah, okay. Anyway, anything for Spider-Man? Any Spider-Man? I like this one. This looks cool. Alright, final one of the weird ones. We have Aquamarine. Aquamarine as well. Aquamarine. And your ability? The Organic Blade. And is your ability water-based? He turns into a fish. Fish. I think he swims faster in water. It would make sense for him to be more susceptible to water to fire damage, though. It would make more sense for him to be susceptible for fire damage since he is a water-based symbiote. So that is all of them. That's all the new. It's Psych. There's this one. There's Fallout. And Fallout, obviously. So, remember when I was telling you about my Fallout skin? My Fallout Spider-Man? Which, actually, I'm wearing. This guy? I am going to use this, uh, one for my Fallout skin. And obviously we'll play through. Now, obviously, I'm not going to, like, copy this bar for bar. I'm going to obviously change some stuff. I'm going to keep the name because, well, he doesn't own the name. It was a term even before the game and even before the symbiote to begin with. But, yes, I will be taking inspiration. Because, actually, before I even knew about this, I was going to make a symbiote, but I exited. Because this all started when I was recoloring Spider-Man 2099, and I got bored and decided to make lore for it. And then there was also Venom on the other page. But I accidentally used markers and I bled through the page, so it kind of ruined it. But I might try with color pencil to save it and make Fallout. And then obviously digital art and a Minecraft skin for him. Obviously different than this. But yeah, he's really cool. His weapon is kind of like the chain thing. So I really think the chain's meant to be long bleed or something. I guess is what that meant to be. He shoots out poison. At least I think it is. I really didn't test most of these against anything. Anyway, that's all of that done. That's just this. I think that's just this page. We have the tools, which have different batarangs. Grapple hook, different belts. Falcon's wings, which don't have a charge, so they probably will not work. And I do not feel like doing the RF thing, because RF is confusing me, because I am dumb. Anyway, there's the Hydro Shields. I hit the wrong button. So you can use it as a shield, and you can throw it, or not. I don't know. I'll just put that on my back, just to save space. Or I won't. It'll, okay. Anyway, so we have a Batarang, which, first person is better view, so let's just throw it over there. And it explodes, obviously, and it creates fire around that area. Trying to find an enemy to test the other stuff on. Being shocked, I actually thought this was freeze. I'm pretty sure they do the same thing. Actually, the freeze could probably, like, freeze them, like, slowness. But shock probably stops them from moving. Okay, I can't find it, but yeah. But yeah. Anyway. Next, we have some furniture and some cosmetic blocks. We have a lot of Iron Man stuff. We have different AI cards. We have the Extremis virus and Extremis cure. Blood injection, different nanoparticle colors, metallic nanoparticles, energy, and the arc reactor, which I'll actually need to show off most of these suits anyway. That looks cool. And then Iron Man Vault, which is part of it. Just older suits from the comics. So they're like comic style. Then we have Iron Man armors, which all of them are quite self-explanatory. So I'll show my favorite ones. There's mainly like 3 types, so I'll just show my favorite ones from all those types. Being obviously the briefcase, the suit of Mark V, a arm bracelet of Mark 16, nano suit of Mark Blooded, or yeah, Blooded, and then armor sets of Mark 2, which I do have to turn off. You also cannot have armor on while a symbiote, and you also cannot have armor on while doing one of the armor suits. So there's Mark 2. Now, obviously, Mark 2 does not have any boosting. Actually, it does, but you have to, hold on. Active. I can't spell, so stay with me. Okay, I don't think, suit. No, that's a whole different thing. I don't know what that is. But yeah, anyway. So there's that. Also, if you do this, it does take it. It does, yeah. These two do count as chest plates. And you don't have to take off your entire armor while I do it, because it automatically does so. And this suit looks really cool. Also, all of them pretty much have animations. Do not ask me what this one is from, because I actually do not know. In future videos, I will probably research all of these and tell you exactly what they are from. But for now, I do not know what this one is from. What I do know is this looks cool. This looks kind of ridiculous with this suit. But anyway, so you hit both your triggers to shoot out the blasts, which is kind of loud. Chest beam, and then you hit this, which is a menu for all your different abilities. I'll let y'all each go over those yourself. Also, if you do these on your arms, these do make your blast bigger, or stronger, which you can tell by the whole. Yeah, it's quite fun. But what they also, these two are different. This is for, I'm pretty sure, a weaker blast or something, and I think this is for a stronger blast. I could be wrong. I'm gonna see. Yeah, I think that was a weaker blast, and that's a stronger one. Or beam that, yeah. But anyway, yeah. Now, Mark 16. Mark 16 is pretty cool. So it summons it as this. It summons it as like, summons it that, and then you walk into it. Okay, it's kind of janky, but then when you walk into it, it goes over yourself. And you may be asking, why did it just turn black? And to that I say, good question, which I forgot the reason to. No, because this is a stealth suit, so it has like, so it's like stealth mode, right? Um, but yeah, it's stealth suit. That's why. Anyway, yeah, these are ability each. The stealth suit. Since when you're flying, don't ask why it's pink. I don't know. I don't actually remember this suit in any movie or anything. So when you're flying, you can like, and it's nighttime, you can like fly through the sky. Even though I don't know how stealthy you're gonna be when your boosters are pink, but okay. Like I like the color pink, but if I'm trying to be stealthy, the color pink would not be something I would use. I'm just saying. And also, okay, so the options you have are red. So options you have are red, dark red, gray, or black. And then you turn invisible after a while. Wait, so why would you even use the black form to begin with? No, genuinely, why would you even use... Okay, I guess this is just purely cosmetic then. Because there's no way you'd use this for stealth then, if you can just go invisible. What's the point of changing colors for stealth when you can just, you know, be invisible? It's the best stealth thing ever. But anyway, so this has a whole briefcase thing that goes on, but yeah, and it, since I've already transformed into a suit, it automatically doesn't. It's still fun. Anyway, so we have 3, my Unibeam, then 4, and you don't have any extra abilities. This one doesn't have any abilities. It is an early mark version. It does look sick though, so I'm not complaining. But it's an Iron Man suit, so of course it's gonna look cool. Also, I think I said something on fire. No, I didn't. I said nothing on fire. They set it on fire. I don't want to be near places. You can't fly over walls. Also, yes, there's a hub for or a HUD. Anyway, next thing we are showing off will be different blueprints for all the Iron Man suits. This is the mech thing. This is pretty cool. Oh, they changed it from the core thing to mechs. Never mind. These are completely different. I have not seen these. So pretty much it's mech thing, and it spawns giant mechs to you to fight, and one of them being this one. So you can go fight giant mechs. Let me get away from this. Also, this ModPack does come with essentials. The mod, not the. I mean, it kind of it doesn't really come with essentials. Also, if you're looking for this, there will not really be many. So if you're playing this by yourself, you might add, I do recommend you add some mods that add enemies, because this mod is mainly focused for me on a server with people. So the main thing you will be fighting on my server will be other people. So it's not really focused on adding like new mobs or things to fight, since you won't be fighting mobs. Just to get that thrown. Also different weapons for each of the mechs. You also can write them, which I just scrapped. And those are just different materials that are in the world. Which, also, if you're doing any of the Iron Man stuff, no matter what Iron Man mod you're using for a suit, you will be using a lot of iron. Trust me. Also, yes, there's noises for every single thing. Yes, it can get kind of annoying. Also, you just shift to get out. Also, you can be flying while doing so. Why would you want to? It just makes noise? I don't know. I hit the wrong button. Okay. Also, it's cool how it automatically goes in your offhand. Anyway, so next we have some Mercy Engineering, which, yeah, you can go make some stuff, I guess. I don't know. Have fun. Backpacks. There's Halo stuff, so you have different Halo armor. Let's go with a good OG Blue. I do like hello because you she's on your chest, not your hands. Or blue. Or blue squad. Blue squad is better than red one. Fight me. Also that thing is giant. Anyway, different Halo mobs. There's a lot. The Halo guns are not 3D though. Metalsmith adds some more metals. More ores. There's a lot of ores to pick from. So I made it so like if you don't for some reason want to use powers, like playing this on this server with your friends, and you want to be that one dude who doesn't use any powers and just beats the crap out of everyone. There is tons of different ores and materials for you to use if you want to do that. There's also RZ's Multiverse, which check him out. He is working on the whole thing itself, which is honestly pretty cool. So, let's see. I don't know how this does. I have not watched him in a while. Probably should, since I'm using his mod in this. But yeah, tons of abilities. Each character has his own lore and stuff. Some of the abilities are eh, kind of. I don't know. Okay, not in a bad way, not in a bad way, but kind of dumb in some senses. Like her whole power, I think. This one's power is just sleeping, which I guess is kind of cool, but like it's unique. But it's also like very boring. So it's like doing that in a movie or something. You can't do much to sleep. But anyway, so this is the Fallout stuff, obviously, because Fallout Spider-Man, I'm gonna add some stuff for him. You can also have the Pip-Boy, which the Pip-Boy doesn't really do anything. Pretty sure the Pip-Boy is just like cosmetic. I hit the wrong button. What do you mean a Spartan 2 or better? There's nothing better than a Spartan 2. The Spartan 2 is the best Spartan there was made. Spartan 3 or 4 are not as good. Because stop using children. Legit, that is one Spartan 2s were so good because they use children. Anyway, more, these all the weapons and stuff. I know there's probably only like a few weapons people actually care about. Which is valid. Which being the Gatling laser, being one of them. And laser anything really. But the also gun that people probably only care about. First Tesla rifle. With showing weapons, you go in first person. You do have to reload. You just have to hit it twice for it to stop reloading. Or not. Okay, why is it stuck? You know, when you shoot and it shoots lightning. Then Gatling laser. Also, it does not take ammo, unlike the other ones. These ones do not take ammo. And, yeah, laser rifle. And then the Fat Man. The thing I'm pretty sure everyone cares about. Okay, can this thing actually let me use it? Thank you. Also, it does do that. So yeah. Um. Also, if you decide I'm smart, I'm gonna turn around. That does nothing. So if you do this, be careful. It's not really strong, but yeah. Okay, I'm gonna start doing that before I hurt my eyes or give someone a seizure. If someone does get a seizure, do not blame me. I am not legally responsible for anything. You wash this out of your own free will. Also, there's magic for those who don't want to use anything else or just want to be Doctor Strange. So, yeah. Dark Tech, which is just Iron Man stuff. And then, of course, your guns. This is a mimic. You have to have guns. Also, mimicry tokens, which, because there's tons of powers, there's tons of mutant abilities, which, if you want to look at the mutant abilities, first you can type in F saying, which gives you age for certain things, change your face, chords, gambit tag, game rules, mimic, which gives you the mimicry ability of Calvin Rankin, the X-Men member Mimic, who has the ability to, well, mimic. There's also secondary abilities, which secondary ability gives you, gives you Phoenix Force, Kaiju Power, Cosmic, and Scarab. Now, obviously, you know what the Phoenix Power is, and Cosmic is Silver Surfer. What does the Kaiju thing do? I have no idea what that does. But yes, but yeah, you can give yourself the Phoenix Force. What you do to give yourself the power, the thing I already showed this, is you do Superpower. There's tons of different ones that don't show on the screen, so I recommend you just type in F saying. Actually, yeah. And here's all the stuff. Now, if you do Dark Matter, or if you do any of the powers, if you do that, it will not show. We have to do it. So, what you do is Dark Matter. By ongoing stress, you will unlock this medieval power. I do not know how you unlock that. Do not know what you have to do to unlock that. If you want to just let me know, yeah. Also, there are some of them that will alter your looks. Not the Apocalypse gift. If you do just Apocalypse, it won't alter your looks and give you advancement. So you'll be like, okay, yeah, see, it turns you to look like Apocalypse. I personally recommend you keep on the pants because it just looks sick with Apocalypse. But yeah, you got Apocalypse. Tons of different abilities like type in reality, you can become the reality herald, and you get reality warping, and you become Godchild of the multiverse. Now you may be asking, who is the Godchild of the multiverse? Well, I am glad you asked. Also, I don't like that. Honestly, ability. Alright, so the Godchild of the multiverse is if I can. He's a certain child with his name starting with an F, and his last name starting with an R. Did, can you tell who it is? Can you tell by the F? Can you tell by the F? Give me a second. You cannot tell by the ads, then give me a second. I hope I don't get copyrighted for this. I'm gonna just play a couple seconds. If I can find it, if you know what I'm talking about, then you know exactly what. You probably know exactly what I'm talking about. Give me 1 second. Yeah, yeah, it's Franklin Richards, child of Reed Richards and Sue Storm, members of the Fantastic Four. Yeah, that took me an unnecessary amount of time to find that song just for that few seconds of a joke. That's loud, but that was worth it. I don't, I don't understand why. What did I just do? What? What the what? Pocket dimension? So I don't like Franklin Richards because he confuses me. You're telling me Stretchy Man plus Invisible Lady equals God. Explain it to me. A man who can stretch, a lady who can create portals, but not portals, like force fields, and turn invisible, creates a god. What? Can I break? I can break the pocket dimension. I can break a pocket dimension. You're not that strong, Franklin. Okay, I'm just gonna go up before I just be digging there for an uncanny amount of time. Anyway, so yeah, how do I get out of here actually? Oh yeah, cool, he can just casual. How do I leave? Third hit? Three again? It should have been they missed the opportunity not making it four. What? You can make it so you can just teleport to any coordinate at all and you can just save that? Oh cool, you just open my empty chest. Okay, cool. They should have made it four. They should have made it four. I'm just saying. Should have made it four. For the yeah, anyway. And is that it? Actually, I think that is. Yeah, so there's tons of beat abilities. I'll let y'all figure that out yourselves. I feel like that would be more fun to let y'all figure out what's all in here. I just have a general idea. So anyway, bye guys. And before I say bye, one final thing. Hope I don't get covered.